When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. We got it. We got it. Check 50. Check 50.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now the second down throw on target, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hey, let's get this.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 4.
Recon, 132 fight.
One. Check 24. Check 1.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Switch. 80 weapon.
3.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On the ready.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mike 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 55.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, watch it.
Boys. Get it.
On first down, Lawrence forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 55. Right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They run it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
60 Pittsburgh.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Kill.
Blue draw Porter.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Be careful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
General West.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 99.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They come out here in the I. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jacobs now. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
16 yards. And a single first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. What's the edge?
One.
On the run, it's Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the delay, it's Mixon. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check.
One.
Tight dog.
A draw play for Mixon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Three. One.
Check 3.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready. Blue 18.
Watch the clock.
One.
50 seconds to mine.
Delta.
50 seconds to mine. I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 57 to mine.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no... Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota going for the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Watch twist, watch twist.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, let's get second lunch.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check back. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check nickel.
One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
12. 65. Chance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike. 280. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Kill. Aces.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Alert. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the safety creep.
From the shotgun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A gain of 14.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mariota to throw it. And he'll find Hall. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And the Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
No. Me. One. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Better bring it. Or me. I'm letting you know right now. One.
Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watch out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Check 59, Mike. Mike is 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Try it. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Here I come. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flush to his... And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Russell Wilson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll to throw, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's a victory here for the New York